Sometimes, as the years begin to whisper more loudly into our bones, there comes a quiet moment when simply rising from a chair feels heavier than it once did, and we wonder when strength, our faithful companion of so many decades, began to slip through our fingers, leaving us with an uneasy worry that mobility may shrink our world little by little. And in that tender space, where fear and hope sit side by side, I want to remind you of something gentle yet powerful. The body does not stop responding to care, even in our senior years, and often it is not walking alone that restores us, but a deeper awakening of the muscles that protect our balance, our joints, and the simple freedom to move without hesitation. The truth is that aging muscles do not weaken because they are old, but because they lose small daily signals that once kept them awake. Signals like resistance, slow controlled tension, and purposeful engagement. And science tells us that after around the age of 60, the brain-to-muscle connection grows quieter unless we actively rekindle it, meaning that even if you walk faithfully every day, certain muscles, especially those around the hips, thighs, and core, stay underused slowly, diminishing the stability you rely on. And this is why targeted exercises, even simple ones, can give seniors a kind of youthful strength that walking alone, as healthy as it is, cannot fully provide. There is one gentle remedy, one daily habit, that elders across the world have begun to rediscover. A slow, mindful 5-exercise routine done in just 10 minutes each morning, designed to gently wake up the muscles that walking often misses. And when practiced with patience rather than pressure, it sends a revitalizing message through the nervous system, reminding your body that strength is still yours to cultivate. And I would like to share one of these exercises with you now, because even a single movement done with intention can change how you rise from bed, how you move through the day, and how much confidence you carry in each step. The exercise is called the chair-assisted leg press, and although it sounds simple, it mirrors the very motion your body depends on for getting up, sitting down, climbing stairs, and stabilizing your balance during sudden shifts. To do it, take a sturdy chair and sit tall, keeping your feet flat and your hands lightly resting on your thighs, not for support, but for awareness. Then press your feet firmly into the floor as if trying to push the ground away, activating the thighs and glutes. Without actually lifting yourself, holding that pressure for a slow count of 5 before relaxing. This gentle push, repeated 10 times, stimulates the same deep muscle fibers that tend to fade with age, and it does so without strain, without risk, without needing anything more than your intention and a quiet minute of your morning. You may choose to do this exercise once when you first sit up from bed, again before lunch, or even as an evening ritual to remind your legs that they are still capable, still learning, still responding. And as the days pass, you might notice small shifts, like the way your knees feel steadier when you step off a curb, or how rising from a chair feels not like a struggle, but like a smooth lifting, or even how your posture subtly lengthens as your core begins to assist without being asked. You might feel a gentle warmth spreading through the thighs, a soft awakening deep in the hips, or a sense of groundedness when you stand, as though the floor meets you with more support than before. And these sensations, delicate as they are signs of renewal, signs that the body is remembering what it means to be strong in a quiet, sustainable way. Many seniors describe a sense of emotional relief after just a week or two, not because the exercise magically transforms them, but because it reminds them that improvement is still possible, that their body is still listening, still capable of change. And when layered with breathing, slow inhales as you press, soft exhales as you release, it becomes more than exercise, it becomes a moment of connection, a daily way of affirming that you are not powerless in your own aging, that strength can return in gentle waves rather than dramatic leaps. And as you continue, perhaps adding other simple movements, a slow knee lift, a light balance hold, a careful hip hinge, you build a small sanctuary of resilience inside yourself, a ritual that speaks to your muscles, your joints, and your spirit, reminding all three that aging does not replace possibility, it only reshapes it. So if you ever fear that mobility is slipping away, or if you ever feel discouraged by stiffness, weakness, or the subtle losses that accompany the passing years, let this be your encouragement. Even 5 intentional exercises can nurture strength in ways walking alone never could, and your body is far more receptive than you may think. With each gentle press of the feet, each mindful hold, each breath of patience. You are rebuilding the very foundation that carries you through life. And as you continue day after day, you may find gratitude rising unexpectedly. Gratitude for the legs that still carry you, for the heart that still beats faithfully, for the mind that chooses healing even when the path feels slow. Because deep down, strength was never something that belonged only to the young. It is something that lives quietly in all of us, waiting for the moment we choose to call it forward again. And today, simply by listening, simply by trying, you have already begun that journey back to yourself.